Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight is brought to you by the only motorcycles worthy of being in the octagon, Harley-Davidson. Little Nog, 33. The hitman, Jason Brilz, is 34. Little Nog is taller. Reach, significant advantage for Nogueira. With the official introductions, we turn it over to the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is presented by the United States Marine Corps. Go to UFC.com/Marines to see what happens when elite cage fighters take on elite war fighters. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record, 18 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Omaha, Nebraska, Jason Hitman Brilz. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a boxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record, 18 wins with 3 losses, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Antonio Rogerio Nogueira. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Yves Lavigne.
Yves Lavigne, our referee. Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. A beautiful Shondella. Ariani, UFC 114, presented by UFC Undisputed 2010. Rampage and Evans later tonight. Brilz and Nogueira, here we go. Tonight's clock brought to you by The Expendables, in theaters August 13th. White trunks with the blue stripe for Brilz. Southpaw is Nogueira, solid white trunks. Spectacular striker. UFC debut lasted under 2 minutes. Ended up with Little Nog walking away with a knockout of the night award.
The key to this fight for Brilz is going to be stay outside of the boxing range of Nogueira when he wants to, and then move past it and get inside and close when he wants to clinch. He does not want to be in range of the big power shots of Rogerio Nogueira.
Forrest Griffin was the original opponent, and when Forrest was injured, unable to fight tonight, not everybody was running to take this fight. When Jason Brilz got the call from Joe Silva, he said absolutely, did not hesitate. Huge props to Jason Brilz. 18 wins in his MMA career.
Well, as far as the UFC goes, not that many people know about Rogerio, big name. As far as hardcore MMA fans, and Jason Brilz is one of them, he knows how dangerous this man is. So this is a big step up.
Trying to punish that front leg. Brilz not even close. And if Little Nog can punish that front leg, as you and I have talked about many times, the takedown attempts are going to become less effective very quickly.
Well, he's landing that nice knee to the body as well, Mike. He's throwing the jab, and then as Brilz looks to close in for the takedown, he shoots that knee to the breadbasket. He's got the single, and he's down. So this is what Brilz wants. Now, Brilz has excellent control on the ground, Mike. He's really good at his weight distribution. He's got a great base, very hard to sweep. So this is exactly what Brilz wanted.
Brilz timed the kick and turned it into the takedown.
He's got to be careful, though. Minotauro has excellent wrist control, and he used that to push that wrist down and throw his legs over the top. Brilz is trying to pass, but he's got to make sure he doesn't get caught in a triangle in the process.
Little Nog trying to win again in the octagon. Don't forget, watch the UFC fights you want when you want by going to UFCOnDemand.com.
Right, Brilz moves to half guard, but he's got to be careful the sweep here. And he's moving him. He's got the single, and Nogueira's on top. Brilz has got a guillotine.
Brilz trying to take the back.
And this is what I'm talking about. Brilz has great control, Mike. He's got really good top game.
Both men, Joe, with 18 wins in their MMA career. Rogerio, higher quality of competition in which he has faced.
That's an understatement.
Yeah,
much higher quality of competition by Rogerio. But look, you know, you got to face a guy like this and to find out where you stand. And Brilz is doing it right now, and he's doing fairly well.
8-2 in his days in Pride.
Good hammer fist by Brilz.
Brilz took advantage of the kick by Little Nog.
This is very confidence-inspiring for Brilz.
Yes.
This is what, you know, I mean, you never know until you face an elite fighter like Rogerio. You never know how you stand.
He's backed up, though. And now he takes Brilz down.
Now he's got Brilz back. Landing some good shots here.
Brilz trying to cover.
Brilz trying to get back to his feet, and he does. He's got to jump on him.
And he gets a right hand to land there, Joe. 90 seconds remains in the first round. Nogueira had that kick caught. Brilz turned it into a takedown. Earlier, when he shot for the more traditional double, Little Nog was able to stuff it with ease.
Notice the distance. Brilz is staying a good distance away from the punches. He's not close enough for Nogueira to kick him or punch him. He's on the outside, and then he moves in to try to clinch, and then he gets back outside again.
Which also means, Joe, that he probably won't shoot the double from way out there. He'll have to try to counter and get in like he did before, right there.
Right there, and that's what he's been training for, and he executed it well. Nogueira, though, has been working with Mark Munoz, working very hard on his wrestling as well. And he gets his underhooks and back up to a standing position.
How good is that guy, Mark Munoz?
Outstanding. How about that fight with Trent Grove?
Took the knee early, survived.
An awesome fight. It was an uppercut, actually.
That's right, yeah, on the takedown attempt, you're right.
Two great guys. You know, it's hard to see either one of them lose, but what an awesome fight.
Talk about getting, you know, you got to punish when people go for the takedown. It's one thing UFC matchmaker Joe Silva talks a lot about. That's why you can't shoot in with reckless abandon. Eat a knee like Diego Sanchez did.
Well, you know what? This first round showed a lot to Brilz. Brilz learned that he can hang in there. He can defend himself. He just got tagged with a straight left. He can defend himself on the feet, and he was successful taking Nogueira down and controlling him on the top. I think it was an excellent round for Brilz.
Confidence building first round.
What if Brilz does that 2 in a row? I mean, you know, if he does that 2 more times, you'd see Brilz squeaking a decision out here.
Joe, you were talking about the world, you know, letting their opinions be heard on who will win tonight's main event of the evening. Don't forget, you can vote online at UFC.com or by texting on your cell phone. 1 for Rampage, 2 for Rashad to 88222. We'll keep you updated on our text voting throughout tonight's pay-per-view. 1 if you believe Rampage will win, 2 for Rashad to 88222. Our text voting brought to you by Tap Out, an expression of combat known worldwide, now available at tapout.com.
First round is great. First round. Close to the cage, get stuck in the cage. Okay, so we were asked off the cage.
Yeah, suck us out. Get your mouthpiece.
Jason Brilz.
Let's go, guys. Get out of here.
Rogerio Nogueira.
Get out of here. Come on.
Brilz talked about getting it into clinch range and working his magic from there. Good first round for Brilz.
Ready? Fight!
Round 2. Nogueira has not thrown a kick since he was taken down off that kick early. Let's see if he starts to throw the kicks again here.
Nogueira again, Mike, the way he's pushing off that back foot, you see him on the light on the toes. I think he's looking for that knee again as Brilz tries to move in. He's throwing the jab and then that knee. And Brilz very quickly grabs a hold of a single.
Set it up with the hands first, Jay.
And he's got him down, but he's in a guillotine.
Trying to choke him out.
He's gonna get his head out though. It's a little too high.
Brilz is trying to work it.
He's adjusting. No.
Little Nog looking for the finish. Brilz is free.
He pops out.
Wow.
Very nice. Brilz on top in half guard.
Little Nog was squeezing, trying to finish his fight. And now it's Brilz looking to better his position.
That's that same sweep, that deep half guard sweep. He used it twice in a row. But now look at this.
The other
Brilz
way.
going for a guillotine.
Trying to choke out Little Nog. Back and forth submission battle.
He doesn't have his hands clasped though, Mike. That's just one arm tucked under the neck. Now he's got his hands clasped.
Trying to lock it in with the legs.
Look at this.
Looking to choke out Rogerio Nogueira.
This is
Can
tight.
he do it?
This is tight.
Keep going.
This would be gigantic. Brilz moves into half guard. Or excuse me, to side control. And he drops down again for it.
Relentless.
Brilz very confident in his guillotine.
He might get him here, Joe.
It's going to be hard to tap this guy. He's going to have to put him to sleep. I don't see Nogueira tapping.
Relaxed his first second.
He only has one arm there, so he had to let it go. He did not have the hands clasped together. But this is a huge confidence-inspiring moment here for Brilz.
Even bigger than round 1. Especially after it was Nogueira who had the choke applied.
Good elbow from Brilz. And Brilz, very hard to shake off that top position, Mike. I mean, Nogueira hit him with that deep half twice. He hit him in the first round, and he did in the second round. I don't know if Brilz understands what he's doing or knows how to defend it, because Nogueira's been able to do it over and over again. But what Brilz does know how to do is grab the head in the transition. And he's good at it. He's got it again. And he's got it again. There, but now he's fully inside control, though. This is no good. He's got to be careful here.
Use it more for control here for a moment.
Brilz pops right out of that. Look at that. It's very hard to hold from the bottom. But Nogueira might be going for an anaconda choke here. He's on top, heavy on him.
Some serious chest going on right now.
Look, you see the hand? See the hand of Nogueira? Look for that arm to slide through and grab a hold of his bicep. And Brilz recognizing that and frees his hands up. And now they're up to their feet.
Both men expending a ton of energy here in the first 3 minutes of round 2. Nogueira's hands a little bit lower than they were earlier. Brilz keeping his up.
Again, Brilz gets a hold of a single.
And the knee to the body.
And Brilz makes it ugly. Presses him up against the cage.
His confidence has to be soaring right now.
Oh, he's got to be so happy that he took this fight.
Kicks from Nogueira.
And now he's got Nogueira worried about exchanging. He's got Nogueira worried about pushing forward and getting taken down again.
A lot of time left in this.
Look at that. Brilz lands a big shot.
Nogueira looking to deliver a left hand.
Again, ducks right under the punch, gets the single. Nogueira scrambles and back to his feet. Very nice by Nogueira.
Brilz almost tried to use that as a sweep of the leg to get the takedown. They kick a moment ago. 45 seconds.
Good right hand by Brilz.
Nogueira right in the pocket, though. Brilz trying to duck under. Brilz with those hands up.
There's that big knee again, and he catches the single, but this time he can't hold on to it, Mike.
You can hear it right in front of our broadcast position. Left hand.
Look at Brilz
Straight from the fences. Smile on the face of Jason Brilz.
Brilz might have rocked Nogueira there, Mike. He tagged him.
10 seconds.
And Nogueira's backing off. Look at this.
Oh, my goodness.
Nogueira looks wobbly, Mike. This is crazy.
How about the hitman?
Jason Brilz with a big smile on his face.
Got back-to-back.
And let's take a look. Another great round for Jason Brilz. Let's take a look at this choke. Nogueira gets the sweep, but Jason Brilz locks a hold of a guillotine arm and forces the big scramble very tight. Uses it to sweep him, gets control on top. And again, and here's an exchange at the end. He catches him right on the jaw there, and he catches him again on the temple. Jason Brilz, wild punches, but he's connecting. 2 big rounds from Mr. Brilz. Very interesting.
Circle a little more, okay? That's it.
Before this fight, people were talking about a rematch with Shogun. And you know what? This could be a real derailment if Jason Brilz is able to do this in the third.
Sir, stay in your corner. Get back in your corner.
He has
Jason Brilz is smiling. He shouldn't be celebrating just yet, but
long way to go.
Fight!
10-year MMA veteran. 13-1-1 since 2002. Coming off a victory over Red Schaefer. Only defeat in the octagon was to Elliot Marshall, and that was a very close fight. This kid, quietly moving up the ranks at 205 and looking to make the loudest statement ever by taking out Little Nog. So far, so good for Brilz, but Joe, like you said, caution and early celebrating if you're taking on world-class fighters with knockout power.
Well, Brilz has done an excellent job of utilizing his skills to the best advantage. I mean, he's very smart about his game plan in this fight, avoiding the strength of Nogueira. He's got him down, guillotine attempt, but his head is too high. He's going to pop out, and he's in half guard.
Looks like a replay of round 2.
Another awesome takedown by Brilz.
Joe, UFC Poker Room, it's free at UFCpoker.com. Cash and prizes, including UFC merchandise and trips to UFC fights. Register now at UFCpoker.com.
Good sweep by Nogueira. Nogueira on top.
Nogueira trying to push the pace here with his ground and pound. Brilz trying to spin out of trouble. Half guard. Going to try to wall walk is Jason Brilz. We had a hitman win already tonight in Hathaway.
Brilz up.
Brilz again for the single.
Brilz is making Nogueira work, Mike. Dropping down to an ankle. He's underneath him, but he's got to be careful if Nogueira pulls that out. It's hard to hold on to those sweaty, slippery ankles. He's getting tagged.
Yeah, he might have to give this position up.
Hold the shorts.
And he walks away
Stepped
from
over it.
You see the frustration. The level of frustration growing quickly for little Rogerio Nogueira.
I think Nogueira is also surprised about getting tagged by Brilz in these exchanges. I don't think he expected that. I think he thought he was going to have a significant advantage in the striking because, you know, technically he's a better striker, but Brilz has got heart. He's letting him throw, and he gets that single again. Locks a hold of it. Nogueira with the sprawl, though, and he's got to be careful he doesn't get his back taken. If Nogueira sprawls, he's got an over-under, Mike. If he pops that right leg out, Brilz got to hold on to it very tight. And Brilz trying to turn that corner, but if Nogueira gets that over-under, he's going to go for an anaconda choke again. Look at him. He's trying to grab his arms together. He's getting a darce, sliding it through. If he slides it through and grabs a hold of his bicep,
good position for little.
Or he can get the Japanese necktie as well.
2 minutes remains in the fight.
He's going to push it through, Mike. See how he's pushing it through? He's going to slide it onto his bicep. Brilz has got to be careful here. This is bad.
Gave it up.
His arms are gassed out. That was an awesome opportunity for him. If he let it go, it means his arms are tired.
Brilz again.
There's that big knee. And Brilz brings it back.
Both men are exhausted. Nogueira does look a little bit fresher, though. And
well,
this round has been good.
He needs to push this. He knows those first 2 rounds were probably went to Brilz. At least the second one did.
Man, he's just been all over that single.
He's got him down again.
Right back up.
And this is the same position. Rolls him over. He's got to hang on to that leg, Mike. And now he's got the other leg. He's got to hang on to that. But he's got to be careful. He doesn't get pulled into a crucifix, and he does.
Not good. Arms are trapped.
And this is a real crucifix here. Very rarely do you see this. Brilz rolls over and pushes it, and he's on top.
What a performance by Jason Brilz.
You know what? This is what happens when you take a chance. This is what happens when you get an opportunity, and it's a dangerous one. And you man up, you throw your balls in a wheelbarrow, and you take it.
Wheelbarrow your way to victory, Jason Brilz, but still, Joe, 30 seconds.
Oh, he gets swept.
25. Will this go to the judges' scorecard? Trying to get the mount.
And Brilz sneaks out. Nogueira stays on top.
10 seconds remains in this fight. Jason Brilz goes the distance with little Nog.
Final round for Nog, though. He did get him in that crucifix.
What a fight. Joe, take a look at our fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go.
And here was the crucifix. This is rarely seen. I haven't seen this in MMA in a long time, and he's using it to hold on to the arm and hammer fist Brilz. But Brilz manages to get out of the position and wind out on top. A bunch of different exchanges, back and forth. Nogueira ended the round on top, though.
Jason Brilz, Rogerio, Nogueira. 18 wins each. Who has gotten their 19th MMA win? Has Brilz taken this opportunity and truly made the most of it? UFC 114 sold out inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena. What a weekend here in Las Vegas. The most highly anticipated fight in UFC history. Our main event is later tonight. Quentin Rampage Jackson against Rashad Evans. Battle of former light heavyweight champions. Waiting to find out who has won this light heavyweight fight. Brilz, the pride of Omaha, Nebraska. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Patricia Morse-Jarman scores the contest 29-28 Brilz. Tony Weeks has it 29-28 Nogueira. And Marcos Rosales scores the contest 29-28 for the winner by split decision, Antonio Rogerio.
Razor close split decision victory goes to Little Nog. Jason Brilz leaves disappointed. Rogerio will visit with my partner Joe Rogan.
All right, I'm here with Rogerio Nogueira. First of all, Rogerio, congratulations. This was an opponent that came in on short notice. Was it difficult for you to alter your game plan, and was he tougher than you expected?
Pô, parabéns com a vitória, mas foi difícil eles mudar o adversário no meio do, sabe, 3 semanas antes da luta, mudar o adversário. Foi pouco difícil para preparar para ele.
Yeah, for sure. We had to change all the game plan because, you know, Fresh Grizz is a good striker and Brilz is a very tough guy, very good wrestling guy. But I had to change all the plan. I think that's why I had some difficulty. But I respect him a lot. He deserves to be here with the tough guys. I want to say it's hard for me, but next time I want to be a better fighter.
You hear this crowd screaming out bullshit. Obviously, they disagree with the decision. At the end of the fight, were you concerned with the decision? Did you think that you perhaps lost?
No fim da luta, você tá vendo alguns dos caras vaiando. Tu achou que você perdeu ou você achou que você ganhou no fim da luta?
I thought I win because I was more aggressive. I followed the fight for all the time. He got me some shots, some takedowns, but I think I deserve to win because I follow him. I follow the knockout all the time.
Congratulations. Rogerio Nogueira, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to say thanks to everybody for coming to support me. I fight just for the fans, but I promise, and the next time I'm gonna be better.
Congratulations.
He gets the split decision. Now Joe will visit with Jason Brilz.
Jason Brilz. Jason, a lot of people, including myself, thought that you were going to win that decision. Give me your opinion on what you felt at the end of the fight, when it was over, when they raised his hand. How did you feel?
First off, Joe, hey, don't boo this guy. That guy, one heck of a fighter. Give him a hand. He's a heck of a fighter. Hey.
He is one, with the people that don't know, he's one of the top guys at 205. You took this fight on short notice, a fight that everybody else turned down. You stepped in, you stepped up, and did you feel like you deserved the decision?
You know, hey, I left it to the decision of the judges again. Anything can happen. It is what it is. You know what? I went out, I had a great performance, and that's what my whole plan was.
You came the closest to finishing this fight. You caught him with a sick guillotine in the second round. You had it in tight. Did you think you were going to be able to get him?
Man, I thought I had him. I thought Eves jumped in there to stop it for a second. I almost let it out. And then I remember what he said, don't let go until I stop it. By then, it was already a little too late.
Listen, you lost nothing from this fight. You gained fans. You had a tremendous performance against one of the very best in the world. Congratulations. Look forward to seeing you again. Jason Hitman Brilz, ladies and gentlemen.
How true is that, partner? He gained a ton of fans tonight.